ever since the Giants have lost multiple players, they have been struggling, have failed to make the postseason. And yeah, the year before they were looked to be the next couple years ago. They were looked to be the next dynasty. But since contracts have been running out, people have been traded away. San Francisco Giants were struggled a lot last year. But today there's no more of that. Today we are gonna be starting a brand new franchise because the Oakland Athletics franchise got corrupted and I'm not able to do it. But besides the point, we are going to be starting a brand new franchise with the San Francisco Giants. Today we're going to be showing off the roster, the top prospects, whatever you want to see. But let's get into it. Before we get into it, like and subscribe, please. You guys want to see more videos. And the first opening day in the first episode is going to be coming today. So yeah, make sure to do that. One more thing I want to say is that thank you for 600 subscribers. And San Francisco Giants, ever since they lost Madison Bumgarner and a ton of their guys, they have been absolutely trashed. Only some guys like Brandon Crawford, Jock Pearson have been staying with them, but everyone else has basically left them and went to someone else. But then we're gonna be looking at prospects. We're gonna be looking at the MLB roster. We're gonna be looking at AAA roster. So that's gonna be a good video. So let's get into it. There is also the thing I'm gonna use lineups. Everything's manual except contracts because I don't feel like I feel like the MLB show needs to be contracts. Scouting, we are gonna every time I'm gonna be skipping a couple scouting assignments. Then we're gonna be doing an entire prospect profile, which I actually thank you to Octolock Gaming for that idea. And yeah, we're just gonna be doing a bunch of scouting. And yeah, everything else is manual except contract, which is on auto. For now, critical situation is gonna be off. We might turn them on later though. So let's get into it. Let's go. So we are 22nd in rank, 26th in contact, 9th in power, which is not bad, 20th in pitching, 20th in defense. We almost have the worst defense, and 30th in speed. So yeah, there are a lot of studs, but there are a lot of bad players too. First things first, let's get into the normal roster. We're looking at starting pitching first. Alright, first things first, we have the young stud Logan Webb. Logan Webb is 26-year-old. A potential too. And he has been having a great career. Ever since 2020, he's flipped his career around. And he looks like he is going to be great for years to come. And we're looking for a lot. Last season, he went 59 with a 2.9 ERA. He was in the mix for a Cy Young. The only reason why he didn't get it is because he didn't strike out, I feel like, enough people. His hip whip was good, but yeah. Of course, he didn't have a complete game at all. He didn't have a shutout at all, which is okay. But yeah, what we gotta work on is those hits. We're gonna need to fix that a lot. Of course, he did have more innings pitched, and yeah. He's going to be a great player for years to come. He has his last year of his contract. He has 2 years arbitration. Then we're going to have to sign him. But yeah. Next is Alex Wood. Alex Wood, he is old. Probably not going to stay on the team for a while. He played with us for the past 3 years. Last year was a horrible year. Looking to get back. Yeah, he hasn't been the same ever since like 2018. 2021 was a not bad season for him. Of course, the Giants didn't make the playoffs that year. They had 100 wins because they had a lot of their players that time. He was with he was with the Dodgers when they did win the World Series, so he has a World Series experience. But we are paying him a lot of money, so I might trade him, flip him for something at the trade deadline. He's probably going to start regressing too, and he's making $12.5 million on 1 year. He's going to go next year, so I might as well try to flip him. Next is Alex Cobb. Alex Cobb is also last. Actually, I thought he was in last year, but he's not. He is old. That's all I'm gonna say. But he's been pitching good for the past 3 years. He's basically saying age doesn't matter to me. He still pitches good. Of course, in Baltimore, he kind of took a step down because he was injured, 10 ERA, which is not good at all. But yeah, he's been ever since then. He's done not bad. A 3 ERA in his career, which is actually really good. Doesn't give them much homers. Just at Baltimore, he gave it a lot. He gave it 24. Now he can work on that. Alex Cobb is old, so I might keep him for a year. But then if he starts regressing next year, I'm probably gonna get rid of him. He's 2 years left on his contract, $10 million each. So that's not really the best. That's also the thing with the Giants. They have a bunch of contracts that are way too much money, and yeah. Next we have another. All these guys are kind of old, but Sheen Margiano, I don't say his name, but last year he played with San Diego. Then of course they lost to Philadelphia Phillies in the NLCS, and then he was Oakland. He did okay in Oakland. He pitched not bad in Oakland. Of course, he had a really good season. And of course, he only had 5 starts. We went 4-0 in the starts with a 1.21 ERA. I think he was in the bullpen. I'm not sure. But yeah. I don't think the injuries got him. But he has been not bad. He's been a solid player for his career. He has not gone above a 5 ERA. And yeah, he's 31. Has 2 years left on the contract. And yeah. Next is one of the more or less skilled guys. Of course, he's had. Of course, Toronto. He was traded mid-season to Toronto. He just wasn't the same. But Ross Stripling is had a good season last year with the Giants, and then not with the Toronto. Then he got signed by the Toronto. He got signed by Toronto. He got signed to the Toronto, and yeah, he has 2 years left on his deal. That's the thing. But yeah, Joe Rojas. Pitching with the Washington Nationals, got traded in, traded. I think he got signed. He had a 1-year contract. He pitched okay with Washington, but we're gonna start him in the minor leagues right now. Of course, one of the best prospects on the Giants is Kyle Harrison. A potential 67 overall, only 21 years old. He will make a major impact once he joins, and yeah. Last thing I really talk about is just their mid. They're not bad. A guy I do personally like, and I like to get in French, is Ryan Murphy. He one time he was just good. He won the World Series for me once when I was doing a rebuild. Make sure you go check that video out. I forget which one it was, but I think it was. I'm not sure. I think it was in Oakland. I think it was an Oakland Athletics rebuild. I'm not sure. It's not a franchise, but it's a rebuild. So Ryan Murphy is a guy that I'm gonna look towards, and yeah. Next, we're gonna relief pitching. They have one of the worst bullpens in baseball. Taylor Rogers, a lot of their guys are old. A prospect that is okay is R.G. Davovich. He looks not bad. He should be able to make the major leagues. And yeah. But Taylor Rogers leads the bullpen off. He is really old. He's probably bless me, sorry. But he's probably not going to be this. He's probably not going to do that well this season. We might try to flip a lot of these at the trade deadline because, of course, a lot of these are veterans. The only really young guy, we don't have any young guys. Everyone in our MLB bullpen is 30 plus. So we might need to look at trade. A guy I'm really excited about is Camilo Diavado. He is a nice closer. Had a great season last year for the Giants. Beat potential 79 overall. Only 25 years old. He should make a major impact. A guy I also like is Luke Jackson. Luke Jackson was with the Atlanta Braves when they won the championship. Then he got signed down to the minor leagues, and then yeah, he had a great season with the Atlanta Braves. I think he was their closer because he was only 29 still. But yeah, he was good in Atlanta, and yeah. Now in catcher, a couple of guys stand out, but a guy that is going to make a major impact on this thing is that he might be our starting catcher for next season, because a lot of guys are old. I'm looking to maybe try to get rid of some of the guys. Gary Sanchez is also old, but he's probably going to he's going to stay in AAA for right now, but then he's probably going to get called up, because I might trade away Rodolfo Perez early in the season. Of course, he did just get signed, but I feel like he's like no worth here. He was Cleveland for a little bit of his career, then went to Pittsburgh, and that's that. Of course, Joey Votto is also a top prospect. Guy also we might be looking at maybe for the future. He can be a second catcher. His B potential 59 overall. Can play a bunch of positions. Blake Sebel. He can play first, third, left field, center field, and right field. That's good. Now at first base, we have barely anyone, but our starting guy is going to be Lamote Way Jr. When they made the playoffs, he put up a half decent season. Of course, he was starting. But he's looking to come back from last year where he had a bad season because he was injured. And yeah. Second base, another guy I'm really excited about is Lothardo. I don't know if I like his name, but Estrada. I like that. The reason I like him is that he can play third base. That is good. He had a not bad season. He hit for a ton of power, I feel like, and he has great hitting skills. He had a 322 on base percentage. He will make an impact on this team very well. Third base, starting for us is J.D. Davis. J.D. Davis was traded to the Giants last season, and looking to do what he did last season. He did pretty well last season, off the bench too, because he was on the bench. And yeah, shortstop we have the veteran Brandon Crawford. Brandon Crawford had a not bad season last year, except he's getting older. Though the reason I might keep him for the beginning of the season is because he played in third base, and we need third base help and second base help. So we're looking for him to have a great season this year. And if he does, maybe we'll sign him back to another contract. If not, then we'll probably get rid of him. But the reason that we might get rid of him is because Marco Luciano, 21 years old, 867 overall. He's making his debut. He's gonna make it. We're gonna play his debut. So yeah, we are gonna start him. We're gonna start him off in AAA right now, and then we're gonna call him up once he's ready. He's gonna be starting probably for us in the future, and yeah, Will Wilson is also a guy that I'd like to get. He one time he put up like a 400 on base percentage off the bench, which is not bad at all. Left field we have the legend Joc Pederson. Joc Pederson was a monster in Los Angeles, and was a monster last season too. He was really good for the Giants last year. He probably was the reason that they weren't even a team last year. Why he's really good too is I love to put him at first base. Watch this. If I go to his generation, he's gonna go from make sure he's a 75 overall right now. He's a 75 overall, but once you move into first, he goes up to a 77. But for now, we're probably gonna put him at left field again. We're gonna keep him at left field probably for right now. But he'll stay at left field because he's a great defender there too. That's why we have him there. 2 errors last year. Of course, they played DH for a little bit. A guy that's gonna probably start next year is Michael Conforto. He's gonna progress. I know it. He gets on base, a ton. Great, not bad hitting stats, not bad fielding stats either. So yeah, hopefully he can do well off the bench this season. Now we have two veterans that were with the Giants, that have been with the Giants for a while, have been with the Giants for their entire career. And Austin Slater is one of them. Austin Slater was on the bench last year, I think, but he put up not bad year on the bench. Looking to try to prove that he is not bad. Looking to get his arbitration for a contract. Yeah. Mike Yoshinamidi, great offensive player. Great defensive player. He looks like a well-rounded player. Of course, he does getting older, but yeah, he might start for us next year. But Austin Slater might try to get that starting job from him. Right field, we have one of our highest rated players, Mitch Hanger. Mitch Hanger has great contact, great power, great durability, and great clutch. Speed potential. Of course, he is getting older. He hits for a ton of power, though. Yeah, he was playing with Seattle, and he was pretty good. But yeah, he's on a 3-year contract. That's the bad thing with him, is that he's on a not great contract. And yeah. Prospect I'm excited about is Luis Gonzalez. Luis Gonzalez was once upon a time a top prospect for the Giants, but he got called up, didn't really work out, so we're going to start him off in AAA for right now. Luis Gonzalez, of course, is normally in the 5-year draft, so we might try to get him. We're going to try to get him back. We're going to try to get him back because I like him. He puts up really good stats. And that's it, really. Alright, so we looked at all the prospects. Now we're going to look at some AAA prospects that just stand out. Now we're going to go to... Now we're going to go to the AAA. AAA. I mean, just AA. The AAA. We got some good guys. We got Donovan. He's an MLB player. He should be good. But Gary Sanchez, of course. We got Gary Sanchez here. Luis Gonzalez, of course, is here. Yeah. I'm looking for a good prospect right now to share with you guys. I guess he could be a prospect, but he got 2 hits last year. Yeah, Luis Matos. Yes, he's gonna be up here for a little bit. Gotta tell you guys, we also got Austin Waynes. Was with Colorado, they got traded, and yeah, bit of story. Bryce Johnson, he could be not bad. Before he played last year, didn't play that well. So yeah, our AA team is honestly not that bad. We have great guys. We don't have that. It doesn't look like we're that good, but we have decent. We don't have good potential. We don't have that much good potential, but I'm telling you, we could absolutely slaughter this year. So yeah, we do need a first baseman, so I'm gonna put Blake Schobel there because he can play first base. It's cool. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for the episode. Hopefully this video, if it's mess like on next episode we'll be playing opening day against the New York Yankees. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye.